What is up, Sagittarius? How are you guys doing? It is time to go ahead and knock out your main monthly reading for October 2024. I know I keep saying this, man, but I just can't even believe that's coming out of my mouth. October 2024. That is so insane, man. Is it ever going to slow down? It just, ever since 2020. Pew! Anyway. All right. So for those of you who would like a personal reading, just check the description of the video, and that's where you'll find everything you need to know as far as how to go about doing that. All right, let's jump on into this. I'm actually starting these off with the past person. Person from the past. It could be your ex or just somebody you dealt with in the past. Even if it was a connection that didn't really get up off the ground. Let's see what's happening in October between Sagittarius and the person from the past. Remember, if you're not asking about a person from the past, this is not for you. I'll get to your situation here in a second. Two of Pentacles. Well, I do think this person is contemplating reconciliation, but they're not really dumping a lot of eggs in that basket, because from their perspective, it looks like you're happy. You're good. You're happy where you're at. You don't need them. You don't need nobody. So from their perspective, looking at you, it doesn't really look like you would be interested in reconciliation. So this person's hiding their feelings from you. They don't want you to know that they still feel some type of way. If anything, I think they would like closure. They would like closure because they just don't really think that reconciliation is on the table as an option. So they're kind of playing it off and hiding their feelings because it don't look like you had any. So right now, it's not looking like they're coming forward with an offer. It's not looking like it. They do keep a real close eye on you, though. Oh, they be watching you every day. Yes, they do. Let's see if I can dig their feelings up a little bit deeper. How's this person feel at the deepest level? How do they feel about you deep down? See, they still got feelings for you. Yes, they do. They want to come forward with a love offer. Yeah, they want to come forward with a love offer, but they're playing it off. Because like I said, I think that's pretty much it. Looking at you, it doesn't really look like you're still holding on to this. Now, again, that's from their perspective. Are you over it? I don't know. I would imagine that if you're coming here to watch a tarot reading about them, you're probably not. But from their perspective, looking at you, it looks like you're over it. So they kind of want to match that energy. They kind of want to match that energy and play it off and pretend they don't care. But they care a lot more than they're letting on. But see, here's the thing. I think this person is very immature and inconsistent anyway. And kind of one-sided and a little bit greedy. The work that it would take to actually reconcile successfully, they're not even really willing to put forth that kind of work. If you all did reconcile, both of you would just come together with the same energy that you came together with last time. And what happens when you do that? Repeat cycle, right? Well, let's get the advice. Let's get the advice, because it looks like we got the outcome there in the first spread. What's the advice? What's the best advice for Sagittarius? Well, the two of you are karmically tied currently. And so that means there is unprocessed and unresolved, unfinished business and energy between the two of you. So at some point, the karmic cycle is going to have to be closed out. Worst case scenario? No. Best case scenario. If you don't close it out, you'll just be back in the next lifetime trying it all over again. But I would highly recommend that you make peace with the past before you reach out to this person. Also, too, if you decide to reach out to this person, definitely keep your guard up and set some very firm boundaries, because I highly suspect that this person is still a little bit sneaky and shady, and will still probably try to get one over on you if you're not careful. Keep them at an arm's distance and get closure. Start off with closure, okay? Start off with that. Get closure. Let that closure sink in, and then see if you want to bring this person back into your life. All right, let's see what's going on with the person that you're interested in. Singles. Single Sagittarians and the person that you're interested in. Anything happening in October? What's happening in October between the single Saggies and the person you're interested in? Man, the Six of Cups reversed. I'm pretty sure this is what comes up like every damn time, isn't it? They're hung up on somebody from the past. They are hung up on somebody from their past. Lover's card reversed. Man, this is all past energy here. Now, even if you were to come to me for a personal reading, just to let you know, I'm not allowed to spy on the details of somebody else's personal private life. Okay, I will not do that. But I can tell you the energy coming off of this person. And the energy coming off of this person here is very, very tightly bound to the past. So does that mean that they're actively reconciling with the past person? I don't know. Maybe they're on and off with the past person. I don't know. Or maybe their last relationship ended 6 months ago and they're still heartbroken about it, hoping like hell to get back with this person. I don't know. But they are very, very tightly bound to somebody from their past. But regardless, I am kind of feeling like a love offer is going to be made, though. I am feeling like a love offer is going to be made. Somebody is making a love offer here. Well, let's see how they feel about you. What are their deepest feelings? What's this person's deepest feelings for Sagittarius? I don't really know if they're 100% sure how they feel, honestly. Got all this back and forth energy here. So we got the Knight of Cups upright, Page of Cups reversed, King of Cups reversed. So they're, I do think they have a slight interest in you, but it doesn't feel like a really deep, heavy connection. You know, they don't feel it deep, deep down in the pit of their soul. There is an interest there, though. They have an interest in you. But I caution you, this person is not fucking crazy ass head over heels in love with you. They're kind of interested, though. Like I said, I do think that an offer is being made. I do think this person is making a love offer. So let's see how this situation plays out. What is the outcome of this situation? What's the outcome? It's going to be a slow-moving situation. Going to be real slow. And this person's emotionally unavailable. I don't know. It doesn't really look like commitment is happening, but it also doesn't look like you're walking away from this either. And so this honestly kind of looks like a anxiety-ridden, slow rolling connection where y'all are coming together. It seems like you're way more into them than they are you. They're acting inconsistent, hot and cold, on and off, and in and out, acting one way one day, another way another day. And by the end of the first month, it's really kind of starting to weigh on you, and the tension is starting to build. But you're not walking away from this, and an ending is being prevented. Okay, let's see the advice. What's the advice? What is the advice? Communication. I'm telling you, communication. Well, first of all, it's not very wise to extend or accept an offer from anybody if you don't know exactly what their feelings and intentions are. Because if you're confused about how somebody feels about you and the two of you decide to get into a relationship, that confusion isn't just going to magically go away. Most of the time it gets worse, don't it? It gets worse. You're really interested in somebody. Y'all aren't really connected at that deep level. And in our mind, we think that, well, if we just bring this person in and get into a relationship with them, well, all of a sudden, then, we'll be connected real close and it'll be all good. No. If anything, it'll get worse. It'll get much worse because now expectations are much higher, much, much higher. And the higher the expectations, the greater the tension. So I would dedicate no less than the first month to gaining clarity on exactly how this person feels about you. When I say gain clarity, that does not mean come ask me. Don't take that the wrong way. You're more than welcome to come ask me. I'll tell you everything you need to know. But that's not gaining clarity. That's not clarity. Asking me is not gaining clarity. I'd be more than happy to read it for you. Oh, more than happy. I'll read it for you all day long, but that's not gaining clarity. Okay? Gaining clarity is you and this person connecting at that deep level so that ideally you don't have to come ask me. See what I'm saying? If by the first month you're still scratching your head and you can't quite tell how this person feels about you, express your concerns. Let it be known that it kind of bothers you. You're having a hard time figuring out where you stand with them. Express the fact that you're concerned about the way they're handling this connection and pay attention to how they respond to that. A person who cares how you feel will put forth some sort of effort to alleviate those concerns. Some sort of effort. I'm not saying that they have to flip a switch and be the person you want them to be overnight. I'm just saying they should put forth some kind of effort to alleviate your concerns. If they don't, by the end of the second month, you might want to really seriously consider whether or not this is something you should back away from. Okay? All right. What am I doing next? Oh, yeah. Next person coming in. Next person coming in. Who's the next person the universe is bringing into your life? Whether you're interested or not, whether you're ready for it or not. Who's the next person coming in for Sagittarius? Ooh, King of Pentacles. Could be somebody very financially well off for some of you. Definitely a person who is all about their money. All about their money. Right now, though, this person, well, not right now, but at the time when you all connect, it'll be in the middle of this person's going through something kind of rough in life. They're in the middle of kind of a difficult transition. This is actually something that you're a little bit hesitant to jump head first into. Why do I see that so much on the next person coming in? That Fool card reverse comes out like 85% of the time on the next person coming in. Boy, I'm going to tell you what, this person is all about their money. It could be an earth sign for some of you. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Man, all about their money. All about their money. But, yeah, this person's going through something a little bit difficult in their life. It's going to start off as a highly, highly sex-based connection. I think this person might be just a little bit emotionally immature. Very, 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 very sexual. But not the most emotional connection in the world in the beginning, making it kind of difficult for you to feel a really, really deep, heavy, intense connection. You're not letting your guard down in the beginning. Could be a Scorpio for some of you. Also have Leo here and Capricorn. Let's see what their actual intentions are at the deepest level. What are their deepest intentions? What are their deepest intentions? King of Pentacles again. They all about their money, and all they want is just to find happiness. This person might be a little bit materialistic, to be honest with you. Yeah, they have some insecurities. Most materialistic people, 95% of the time, when you meet a materialistic person, they're insecure. Most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time when you meet a materialistic person who puts money and material things on the top of their priority list, usually they're using that to overcompensate for insecurity. But I wouldn't say that they have bad intentions. I wouldn't say that. So now, just because they don't have bad intentions, does that mean they're not going to do shitty things? No, not necessarily. They could still do shitty things, even though it's not coming from a bad place. This is where it gets kind of twisted and convoluted, you know. But it's not, at the deepest level, it's not coming from a bad place. It's coming from kind of a lost and broken place where they've been going through something very, very rough in life and they don't know how to process it or deal with it. They want happiness. They're ready to settle down and find their life partner and be happy. They just don't quite know how to process through the shit they've been through. So all they know how to do is throw on this cloak of false confidence and pretend like everything's cool. And for a fucking intuitive sign like Sagittarius, that ain't gonna fool you for a damn minute. You will see straight through that bullshit, and you'll probably fucking tell them what time it is before you even get the chance to think about it, right? All right. Well, let's see how it plays out for the first month. How's it playing out for the... Oh, shit. Tower card. Don't look like it's going to last long. It don't look like it's lasting long. Yeah. Tower card, 5 of Cups. Coming to an end and disappointment, sadness. Well, damn, that was quick. Let's get the advice then. What's the best advice for Sagittarius when the next person comes in? Well, first of all, be sure you are standing very tall and very strong in your emotional independence. All emotional independence means is that you are the one responsible for your own happiness. Don't ever give anyone the key to your happiness. Even when the universe finally delivers you your divine life partner, don't give that person the key to your happiness. Okay? Long as you are standing tall and strong in your emotional independence, you be sure that you're responsible for your own happiness, that you fill your own void, and be patient with this person and don't take it personal. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Don't take this personal. They don't know how to facilitate a genuine connection with anybody. All they got to do is let their guard down and let you in. And it's going to take some patience before they feel comfortable doing that. So if when this person is around you, they feel safe to let their guard down because they know they're not going to be judged, they know they're not going to be looked at funny, then their guard will start to come down. But when somebody has their guard up and they're dealing with somebody that's real bitchy and snappy and shitty and gets an attitude and is really impatient, is a loose cannon, flies off the handle, their guard is going to keep going up and up and up and up and up. So as long as you can remain patient and provide an environment in which this person feels safe to open up, be themselves, and express themselves between the two of you, you could start heading in a pretty positive direction in the first month or two. But let's say you don't feel like fucking with all that. Hey, I dig. I wouldn't feel like fucking with all that either. I'd be like, man, I ain't got time for that shit. We either gonna connect in the beginning or I ain't doing it. That's me. Am I saying you should do that? No, do whatever feels right. But for those of you who do end up seeing the potential that this could possibly bring, that potential won't really be adequately utilized unless there's some patience. But I guess at the end of the day, ask yourself if it's worth it. Is it worth possibly wasting my time? Some of you will say yes. Some of you will say no. If you don't think it's worth taking the chance of possibly wasting your time, don't do it. Don't do it. But if you think it's worth it, if you see the potential in this person, it's going to require some patience. Okay? All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Sagittarius family needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.